Hey all, welcome to Homestead. So as I was actually getting ready to start my other projects for today, I remembered we need to change the oil in the car. And last time I did it, I walked our oldest through doing it. She did it with me, so I want to reinforce it and have her do it again with me, doing a little bit more of the lead each time. We've also started driving lessons with her, and so I want her to move the car into position, get it up on the blocks, or get up on the ramp, and then get the blocks put in place. I want her to do as much of it as she can with as little guidance from me as possible. We'll see how it goes. Keep going, keep going. Put it in park. You get out. Okay, now you gotta put these right underneath the wheels, okay? Right in the center of the wheels. Straighten the around a little bit, so right there. Okay. Now, this part, next part. Go very slow, okay? And just be ready to stop. You're gonna have to give it a little gas. It'll come up, and then you need to stop. Okay? So feel kind of like, okay? It's a little challenging, so don't worry if you don't get it right away. So go ahead and get in and straighten out the wheels. So turn it to the left a little bit until I tell you to stop. Yep. A little bit more. Stop. Okay, now give it a little bit of gas. So you put it in drive. Give it a little bit of gas. Very slow. Yep. Very slow. Keep going. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little more. Stop. Go. A little bit more. Stop. Okay, put it in park. Okay, now listen to me. I want you to put it in reverse. Just take your foot off the brake. Stop. A little bit more. Stop. Put it in park. Take your foot off the brake. Hold on. Okay, that side's not on very good. So put it in reverse and have it come off. Stop. Good. Stop. Put in reverse. Stop. Hold on. Put it in park. Take your foot off the brake. Okay, turn the engine off. Okay, now put the emergency brake on. Do you know how to do that? See that lever? Yep, push the button in and pull all the way up as hard as you can. Actually, don't worry about pushing the button, just pull up. Pull up, pull up. Hard as you can. Okay, that's called the emergency brake, okay? That helps lock the wheels in place, okay? Because we don't want it to move on us while we're underneath it, do we? No. We're gonna take these chocks, and these are called chocks. Okay, we're gonna put them behind the back tires. Okay? Nice and in there, so that just helps it to, if it wants to start rolling backwards, it's just helping to come up. Okay, so we got a couple things working for us. One is it's tilted this way. We've got the emergency brake on. We've got those chocks, so it's pretty safe. Okay, so now, yeah. the door, pop the hood. Open the door, pop the hood. There's a lever. Nope. You can even get it. There's a lever right there. Pull that. Pull it. Yep. You hear it pop? It's called popping the hood. Now, still got a latch under here. Look. See the lever? Mm-hmm. Pull that to the left and lift the lid.
Why is it heavy?
Right.
Why is it so heavy?
So some cars are spring-loaded and you don't need this. Other cars you need this. Do you remember what to do? It's going out really slow. It's going to gurgle. So you got to take the lid off the top, right? Mm-hmm. Where's the lid on the top?
Well, you came over here. So give me some.
See if there's anything that says oil or looks like oil or refers to oil.
There's some coolant. This maybe?
Yep. Yep. So twist it. Very tight if you loosey.
This way? I'm not good with determining things because it always seems the same thing.
Clockwise tight and counterclockwise untight.
No, the other way. I really gotta think about it. I don't know why.
That's okay. A lot of people do. Okay, it's probably just a quarter turn. Take it up. Yep, and just put it up there. Okay.
Oh, my hands are already dirty.
They are. I'll get some rags and soap to wipe our hands. Okay, so now that's open, right? The other reason you want to do oil changes, you don't want the engine running for too long because the oil is the lubricant for the engine. All right, it's a lubricant and a little bit of a coolant, but it's mainly lubricant. And normally it sits down in the oil pan, which is what we're going to be draining. Okay, but when the engine starts, it kind of gets sucked up into it. So when you do an oil change, you want the engine to have been off for a good period of time for two reasons. One is let it cool down so you don't burn yourself. And number two, you want all that oil to drain out so you can get out all of the old oil, as much of the old oil as you can. So first thing I want you to work on is you're probably going to be better off on this side, okay? Slide this. You don't want to be directly underneath the oil plug, right? Right, so get this as close as you can, okay? Probably have it like this so you can move it back and forth because it's going to have a little bit of a stream to start, okay? Get that oil plug loose. Now remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, okay? So it's always in reference to looking at the head of the bolt or the screw or whatever it is, okay? So as you're laying down there, counterclockwise, it's going to your left, okay? You want to turn to your left, okay?
I'm moving it like 1/100 of a 10th of an inch.
You sure you're going the right direction?
Yes.
There you go. Good job. Okay, now go ahead and take that off. Wrench off. Okay. You should be able to turn it by your fingers now.
Okay.
There it goes.
Yuck.
Okay, let it drain.
Yuck.
Yeah, hold on. Here you go, kiddo. You can come on out of there for a little bit. It's going to take a minute for it to drain, okay?
Okay.
Now, while we're waiting for that to drain a little bit.
Can I go wash my hands?
Well, you're going to get dirty again. Might as well just wait, okay? So, how much oil do we need to put back in it? We're draining it. How much do we put in?
I'll go with me.
How much is it holding?
I don't know.
What's the capacity?
I don't know.
Your owner's manual, sometimes instead of oil, look at the engine oil. Checking, adding, filter specification, refill capacities specifications. So 346. This is probably a little bit different because this engine, remember I replaced it, so it's a different engine than but it should be the same 4.5 quarts, okay, which is what we're going to try to fill it with. Now, here's the fun part.
Fun as an actual fun or fun as in challenging?
Fun as meaning it prevents damage long term. So every time you replace the oil, you got to replace the filter. Every time you replace the filter, you should replace the oil. A new filter doesn't make the old oil new. So let's see how that's doing. Is it pretty much done draining?
Yeah, it kind of
Looks like it. Okay, so now we gotta get the filter off. We're gonna leave the plug off for now. We're gonna get the filter now. Okay, so
I think we had used that one.
we did use that one. So lay down.
Okay.
Give yourself a good position under the filter. That ratchet's already set up for loosening.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, so those are like right here.
Yep. It's gonna probably take some good effort.
And then which way do I turn? Like,
It's set up for loosening, so it's only gonna allow you to turn.
Is there a way to like tighten this up here or something?
So sometimes these can be on here for so long that they do become a pain. And you know what? Let's get the oil pan underneath it. Try to keep it underneath the plug so that it still catches that.
Yeah.
Whoop. We'll go ahead and grab the plug out of here for now, too. Set that one to the side so we can clean it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Now, on this pan, there's a nice little place to put that upside down. It's got little holes and it'll help drain it out
That's nice.
and keep it in. So we're gonna let that drain for a bit. So we'll take the plug, get it cleaned off. So what I like to do anytime I'm doing something like this is actually turn it till it's loose. Okay, make sure that it's kind of getting centered on those threads. And then I turn it to where it wants to tighten up. Jiggling it also kind of helps. Okay, so it should be freely rotating like that until it goes up a bit, and then it starts to get snug. Do it as snug with your hand as you can. Okay, then use the wrench. Just grab this. Try to get as much oil off of here so it doesn't slip and slide on us. Alright. We use this just to do what's called snugging it up. Yep. So that's just, we don't want to over tighten it. We don't want to over torque it. Okay. Torque is rotational force, right? So we don't want to put too much on it, but you don't want to put not enough. All right. So as long as it's turning relatively easily, where you're not putting too much effort into it, keep going. Okay. And when it really stops and doesn't want to turn anymore, that's when you know you definitely don't want to go more. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and put the wrench on.
Is it on the right
It's
way?
already set to, yep, it's already set to tighten. Yeah, now this one's not going to be as much because it's going to snug up, so there's not going to be as much give. So you probably got it on there already tight. Let me reach in there and see if I can get it.
Okay.
Yep, you're tight.
Okay. That's it?
All right, yep, so this plug's back on, our filter's on, we got no holes in the bottom, right?
Nope.
All right, so let's get on out of here.
Is that it underneath here?
That's it underneath there.
Don't tell me where the back fish. Oh yeah, I see the difference.
You see the
Clear.
difference?
It's clear.
Yep, so, yep. Hold, bring it up and let's see where we're at. How does it feel? Where's it, where are we at?
Right here.
So we got
I
about,
think just above. It's
about,
right here.
about a quart and a quarter. Okay. Let's go a little bit more. put it too much, but it's okay. We're not going to drain. Right.
So then we take this out.
What we are going to do though is take this and put it in there for drips. And then before we put that on, we're going to check the oil level with the dipstick. This is your fill area, okay? This is full, that's empty, okay? So you want the oil to be right kind of in the middle. It's hard to tell sometimes, so you always want to have a rag to wipe it so you know it looks like clean, all right? And then you just put it into the dipstick hole all the way down, and bring it all the way up. There's the oil. So it's a little overflow, but like I said, we're not gonna. Go ahead and lower the hood. Yep. And then just let it fall. Good.
Just like that?
Yep. It's good. Doesn't move at all when you lift it. All right. So, next thing we gotta do is we gotta reset the oil in the check oil light.
How do we do that?
Get in the car. We've been having technical difficulties with the electrical system, so I'm going to bring a truck over and jump it. Oh, unlaunch the hood, thunder. Same spot. Pull it all the way towards you.
You even said put on this one.
So this one, relax. This one, spring level. There's a bonus feature of learning how to jump sword. Okay? The first thing you want to do, you always want to connect it up to the next car first.
That makes sense. But then you might get it.
And you want to make sure your leads are not touching each other, okay? Now on this car, it's kind of messed up because the actual battery is in here. So the back, they give you connection. This car, yep. Now, in here, black, negative, red, positive, okay?
Only put the negative again?
Yep.
Say it with that.
The terminals here, that's the lock. Yep. And then, yep. Try to have it flat in here.
That's good.
Try to get it around some ground. Now, don't be scared. These sparks out. If you burn it, if you touch it, but connecting this, those sparks is not going to happen. This engine, the jumping one has to be running. Okay? Now, try to turn it on. Right. So it looks like the battery in the C-Max is just too low. Won't even accept a jump. It's only reading about 7 volts. So it's probably damaged beyond the ability to recover. So I need to double check a few things, but it looks like I'm gonna run out and get a new battery. So okay, so as soon as I turned it off, I went to go open up the back, because in these hybrids, the battery is in the back compartment. The 12 volt battery is in the back compartment. The high voltage one's back there too, but the 12 volt is back there. Problem is, with a dead battery, there's no way to open that back hatch. It's the latch is electronically controlled, hydraulically controlled. So I looked up, like we do on the internet, is there a way to do it manually? And there's not. The recommended way to do it is to hook up another source and let it sit for a little while, hopefully get enough of a charge that you can get that latch. Well, when I did that, had it hooked up, my electronics control came back alive a little bit, kind of reset. So I don't know exactly what's going on. The electronics in this, and this is my problem with hybrids and all new cars, is that the electronics start going haywire and the rest of it just won't work. Another conversation. The electronics have been behaving weird, and the sync system has been resetting randomly. So I don't know if there's an internal short going on in there, if the power module, something inside the electronics. Very hard to diagnose it without having all the Wamadyne equipment. And I really don't want to take it into a dealership and have them hook it up just to tell me that they can't find anything wrong and pay them $200 for that, or whatever they're going to charge for that. So I'm going to let it run. I've got it. I jumped it, got it working. Everything's rebooting. I'm going to let it run for a bit, drive it around a little bit, let the alternator. I put my meter on the output with it disconnected from the truck, and with the engine running and the alternator's putting in 15 volts, so the alternator is working. It's charging the battery. So I'm going to drive it around a little bit, park it again, and see where the battery's at, and see if it'll hold a charge or not. I'm tempted while doing that, maybe drive it to the store to get a new battery to have on hand and just swap the thing out, because I've never replaced the battery in that. This is a 2013. I've changed the engine, the whole engine, didn't replace the battery. So that's what, 13 years now for a 12 volt battery. That's pretty good as it goes. So I wouldn't be surprised. I may just put a new battery in there just to remove it as a possible problem. So that's what I'm going to do. Meantime, the girl got her oil change done. Still have to clean up. Still have to take her through that. Oop, got to go start the engine again. On those hybrids, the engine only comes on when you on demand. So if you're accelerating, it'll stay running as long as it needs to recharge the battery enough so that it can keep doing its thing. So it's done that. I just checked the voltage again. We're still sitting at 15 volts, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Still gotta clean up. I'm gonna get the girl back out here to do that, but you really don't seem to see all that. We're just gonna put the old oil in the container for the new. There's only about half a quart left in there. I'm not going to use it for anything, so we're just going to do that. Proper disposal, set it off to the side. We'll repurpose that probably for a bonfire later. Anyway, yeah, we burn our motor oil sometimes. But that's it. She did pretty good. See, the engine started again. We did pretty good. She did pretty good. It's like anything, time goes on in between. So you first time you do something, and several months till you do it again. You gotta do it a couple times before you just really feel comfortable with it. And that's the whole goal. I just wanted her to feel comfortable with it. I wanted her to understand it so that she can do it herself, but especially so if she takes it to have someone else do it for her, she can appreciate what they're doing in the service. So, the old filter, put it in this box.
And then we just throw it away?
Yeah, I mean, there's different people that have different opinions about whether or not it goes in the trash or not. It's fine. Okay. See how this has got this little spout here?
Mm-hmm.
So there's handles on each side. So I will hold this steady. You lift that up and pour that in here.
Okay.
Be careful. Yeah. Careful, careful. Keep it angled so that it's all going this way.
Try.
Oh, get all that gunk, all that sludge out of there. Okay.
I think I did okay.
You did. You did really good. Okay, now we're just gonna let that drain. All just drain in there. Okay. Let's get the ramps and put them away.
There you go.
Maybe go into the trailer. So on the other side. So you put one facing up like that. Stack on top of each other, nice and neat like that. You can try to push them under a little bit so that they don't collect rain. And then this, we can just put underneath here. Yeah, it's still got some oil and stuff in it, but that oil will, it's fine. Okay, do that. This here, so that'll be for that. Now, how much did we put in?
About 4.5.
4.5.
A little over.
So, what we took out should match that about, right?
About, approximately.
It's almost a quart less.
Oh, goodness.
And remember, that's with. So, the engine does use the oil. So some of it gets in sludge, but some of it gets burnt. Okay? Some of it does heat up and evaporates just like water evaporates. So that's why it's darker, it's thicker than the other oil that goes in there, is that the liquid in it evaporates as it works. So you're always taking out less than you're putting back in.
Okay.
Okay, it's also why you want to check your oil level every once in a while, because it will drop down. You want to make sure you have it. So how do you think you did on your oil change?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
You feel like you could do it by yourself next time?
Maybe a little bit of help.
A little bit of help? But you understand what you're doing, right? You understand
Yeah.
the mechanics of it and everything?
Yeah.
Getting that oil filter off can sometimes be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good job. You did good, kiddo.
Yay.
Shall we sign off?
Yeah.
God be with you all in all that you do. And remember, keep the faith.
Keep up the fight.
God bless. Bye-bye. God be with you all in all that you do. And remember, keep the faith, keep the fight. God bless.